All right, guys, now let's check out Snappic. Oh, look at the man, Nicholas. What's going on, Nicholas?
How you doing?
What is the latest and greatest on Snappic, Nicholas?
Oh, well, when it comes to greatest, everything's of course great with Snappic. What's latest, that's of course on a whole different level. So we're always working on a few things. Some things in the background, some things in the front. But right now, I think the latest craze that everybody's loving, AI effects.
Yes.
I think as you know, the AI world is definitely taking over. We have a lot of clients coming through, looking forwards. They obviously want to understand what it is, how it works, what's the results like, and how they can use it. This is a very powerful feature using generative AI, as well as something called face swap. I'm sure a lot of your users are familiar with that, and this is going to change the game. I mean, we've seen so many corporate clients finding this, to basically make their engagement, make their parties, make their events so much more fun. Because when you go to a photo booth, what do you want to do? You want to have fun, of course.
Yes.
So that's the main thing. And of course, another thing is sharing. AI sharing, not many people know about it. It's almost like you have a photo, spot yourself in it, and that's going to generate into your own gallery. So you can go ahead, scan the QR code,
Okay.
you scan it, you put in your information so that when you go to the booth, you just need to take the photo.
Okay.
From there, it'll be able to come back around, go to the booth again later on, go back to the party, come back again. Every time you go, you will not need to put your information in.
Yeah.
You'll just be able to take the photo, enjoy the experience, and that will be sent directly to you.
That's one thing I love, because when it comes to photos or videos, whatever production it is, people come to the booth multiple times. If
That's
they
true.
love it, it's guaranteed over 5 times.
Exactly.
Right? So imagine asking for their number every single time. By the
It
second
gets
time,
much.
they almost assume that you know their number, but you're
Yeah.
taking everyone's number.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And by the end of the night, they've been drinking, they've been enjoying themselves. They might forget a few numbers by then, or especially with the email.
Yeah.
But that's what's nice about the QR sharing. You also have QR sharing. Select the option, scan the code, quite easy. Or you can even do airdrop. Most people have iPhones these days. Click on the icon, scan, set it up, and then you're ready to go.
Yeah.
That's basically the AI sharing. Something new that's coming alongside with the AI is we are working on the AI custom prompts.
Okay.
So as you have the generative and the face swap right now,
Okay.
custom prompts going to take it to the next level. Of course, people want to put their own images in. They want to create it in one platform instead of going to something else like a Mid-Journey. And that's what Snappic's going to be providing, you see?
Will you be able to show off some of those benefits here today on the booth that's right behind us?
Some of them we will be able to, yes. So we have the AI that we're working on that side.
Okay.
You'll see we do integrate with quite a few platforms. And with this one, we've connected to the Mac Mini on the inside of this booth. So at the back, we technically have a sharing station. You can, obviously some people would run a slideshow, but I mean, it just makes things so much easier having one little ecosystem. And yeah, we'll be able to show you what we have going there. We obviously have the standard 360,
Yeah.
which has become a normal booth in a sense,
Yes.
but everybody is still looking for it, of course. I mean, this is a dynamic way to look at it where most clients might think, how are they going to run it? Some people like to use the iPhone, of course, only, but you'll see right here, we've got the iPhone and we've got it connected to the GoPro, truly making a big difference when it comes to the aesthetic of a photo booth. Because some clients might prefer the iPhone, but if you're paying big money for a booth, you're really going to want something that says, this is what I have paid for. And when it comes to the aesthetic, corporate clients love that. So you need to do something to make it look like you are getting your value for money. And that's 360. I think we can even say we were probably one of the first companies to actually do 360. We tried to integrate with as many of our partners as possible. One of the first were, of course, OrcaView, but we have many partners. And it's just to make sure that we don't lock you in. We don't want to keep you in the Snappic only system. We want you to use Snappic while having all the other options around you as well.
Very cool. You're right. Aesthetics is a big thing. I use the term presentation. So what I'm seeing here, of course, it does look high end. We have, it looks like it's all calibrated. The only thing that I can think of, Nicholas, is how is the GoPro connecting to the phone? Usually we do it, are we doing it over the ear?
You can do it wired, but we're doing this wireless. So if you're connecting to the GoPro app and you're pairing it via Bluetooth, then you can do this wireless, and that's what we have set up right here. You will, of course, need to have some battery packs as backup, but I mean, I think we've only used 2 for, I think it was a 5-hour show, and we used about 2 of those, quick interchange, but as you can see, the aesthetic is quite on point.
I'm glad I bumped into Nicholas, because Nicholas is hardcore when it comes to the tech stuff. One of the things I was having issues with when I tried using a GoPro, Nicholas, was for mine over time, it was overheating. Do you think maybe that was a firmware update of some sort possibly?
It's very possible it is a firmware update, but I have also noticed with certain GoPros, depending on how long you've had it, some of the batteries do tend to actually overheat over some time. And also you need to be careful of a ring light as well. Ring lights give off heat. So that's something to look out for, because that means it can actually heat up your device. It's being used, it's got a lot of processing power. So that's something to definitely look into. And it might differ by model. I mean, currently we're using the GoPro 12, and I haven't felt or seen too much issues around overheating. If it is a problem, maybe just take out the battery and have a feel, because when it comes to GoPro, you will have multiple, and those cycles can generally get a little bit, corrupted over time, and that could be what's actually overheating.
Very
so
cool.
Yeah, I would say we have to take it case by case. It could also just be the GoPro, maybe it's not functioning, or perhaps it's not getting enough, cool air around it. I mean, you see this one is quite strong, it is fitted, but if you feel it, it's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's just the right temperature to be working. And I think if you are doing a ton of events, or you have a lot of clients in one go, there is going to be some usage on your GoPro. So that's one thing to always check. Formats as well regularly, just to make sure you are going in with a good, clean device as well.
Before we move on to the next thing, Nicholas, I want to say thank you for all your support. When I'm at an event and you guys are available online and you guys have the selection to say I'm live at an event to make it even a higher priority, thank you so much for your support. I know you've assisted me in the past, and I had other members, Graham assist me in the past, Dee in the past.
100%.
So thank you guys for that support.
No.
It means a lot to me as a photo booth business owner, especially in the event when I'm live.
Yeah.
It's scary, it's stressful, but there you guys are.
But that's where we need to be. I mean, as much as you can have all the bells and whistles, what your clients want is stability and reliability. And that all comes with having a strong support team. And that's from the dev team as well, because if something really goes wrong and we can't fix it, our dev team is on the ball with us. But if not, our support team is truly strong. We have beautiful team that can really work on everything from top down. We have technical manager, we have people manager, and we have newbies and we have seniors within the mix, so you can always get the help you need, because we understand it's not the setup where things go wrong, it's always when you get to the events, last minute, something's just not right. There's always going to be something at an event, and having that peace of mind is the mind frame that we try to put our team in, to give them that empathy, understand what the clients are feeling at the events, so that they know how to help them, because simple concepts can become very complicated when you have a client breathing down your neck, they're shouting at you for a refund, you're just trying to get this printing working. And then you can have us on the side, we can team view in, have a look at your settings on the dashboard side as well, and that's where clients really need our help, and that's why we maintain that our high support standard needs to be maintained, and that's why 24/7 is a must. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, whatever the location is, we need to be able to give you that support so that you can have that peace of mind at that event. And even if you're at that event, you can have peace of mind for most of it, but at the end something might go wrong. It's nice to know that you have someone you can lean on, and that's where Snappic comes in.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, when you guys sign up for Snappic, it's just not for photo booth software, but you guys are hiring an entire team for just a fraction of the cost of actually onboarding new staff members into your company. So that's the support that I feel like I get. Really quick, can you show us some of those features you were talking about earlier?
All right, let's go over this side. So we were, of course, talking about the AI, right?
Yes.
So we do have a few of those templates that are already set up. You'll see we have a beautiful one called before and after. So what it does, it takes your photo. Once it's done processing, you'll have your before photo here, and you'll have your AI effects after, because everybody wants to see how much does it look like me. So we have a few styles that you can try. We have a ton of categories. This one is, of course, the pop culture category. So if you go within it, you will see a whole bunch of generative AI options that you can use. And of course, that's why I said what's going to be coming soon, AI custom prompts. That's really going to take the game to another level. But we provide so many templates and presets that we try to make your job easier as far as possible, so that you have less to worry about and you can focus on what your client needs, making this event as perfect as possible, and then just actioning from there. So we do have some examples if you want to see at the back, because what's quite awesome when you have a booth like this, and because we are supported on Macs, Mac Mini iPhones, you can connect a Mac Mini to your booth, and right at the back we have a sharing station, and I can show you some examples that we had that people ran through. So there's some beautiful examples. Yeah, some AI that we were going through. Let me see if I can show you one of mine as well. I looks a little bit crazy. I feel like maybe I'm just not handsome enough. Let's have a look. All right, here we go.
What I like about this, guys, is this back part right here is I want to say, is it an Android tablet?
It's the
Or
ELO
Surface?
touchscreen, and it's connected to the Mac Mini.
It's called ELO?
Yeah, ELO.
ELO? Okay.
Yeah, so they're like, I won't say generic, but they're a company that creates touchscreens.
Okay.
And the one that you have in every booth, of course, is that version. And we've just plugged it into the Mac Mini because Snappic, our dev team, are geniuses. They figured out a way to connect that. So now you can have the app on here and use this back screen as a sharing station. Or if you're trying to use maybe something like Microsoft Windows, maybe a little Pippo that you're connecting, you can just run a slideshow as well. So there are options depending on what you have.
So on top of it being a luxury setup right here, ladies and gents, it's important that you guys also, it's like having a beautiful car, but what's under the hood, right? So the software is what we have under the hood of this beautiful model right here.
Exactly.
Okay. Right on. Well,
Yeah,
so that's you right there, huh?
Yeah, not too bad. I probably look a little bit better.
But I mean, the anime is on point. This looks like an anime.
Exactly. This was the anime filter I selected.
Okay.
And I truly love this. And I mean, you can also print at events. So you could have a share station separate, have that AI go up, let it do its process, send your clients to the AI sharing station, and you can just have them go ahead, do some printing that side, and all will be good. At PBX Las Vegas, I'm not sure if you saw, we had some lanyards. We had 2 stations set up, one to do the shot, one to do the printing. Go over to the print station, from there collect your lanyard, and we just had a crazy line of people. I don't think we expected people to love it so much, but once you try taking a photo session with it, you realize how it's enticing. It just pulls you in, and you want to see how you look as a pilot, as Santa, as an elf. You know, there's so many different options that you can use. You can even upload your own images and use face swap. And that's even better, especially if you're doing branding. Maybe you want to work with the NFL or other brands. You can show them examples of maybe how you're going to look as a football player. And that's what people want to do. Everybody wants to be famous, but in the meantime, we can do it with AI.
So guys, make your clients feel famous. Try Snappic. There's a link below. It's going to be a 7-day free trial. If anything Nicholas said as far as benefits go has intrigued you, check out Snappic for free. Nicholas, it's always a pleasure talking to you, sir. Hopefully I see you in Vegas.
Oh, definitely. Every year, same time, same place.
Let's go.
And we'll definitely have more to add to that.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Awesome.
Take care.